In this episode of Go Go Go, my solo road trip across the East Coast comes to an end as I reunite with Phil in the heart of New York City. Ready your appetites because we're on a culinary sprint, devouring NYC's finest in record time. You might recognize a few favorites from our previous episodes as we head to Little Italy, Chinatown, and dive into the vibrant streets of Jackson Heights, a melting pot of culture and recently honored with the new addition of Bangladesh Street. Nestled next to Philip's childhood home, it promises rich stories and even richer flavors. And hey, if you're enjoying our adventures, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Now let's go to New York City. We're Philip and Kenzie. Born on separate ends of the planet, we somehow met and decided to adventure the world together. From post-meal siestas to pre-flight jitters, we'll cover it all and take you on a tour of the wonders this planet has to offer. So strap in because you're watching Go Go Go!
Let's go, bro! So sick!
I'm actually on my way to see Phil right now and I am so excited. I haven't seen him in 3 weeks almost. I'm pretty pumped. We're gonna spend the next few days in New York City before we kind of start this crazy cross-country road trip back home with my car. So that's gonna be a long one. We're gonna literally be driving from New York City to Los Angeles. It doesn't get more cross-country than that. Coast to coast. We're doing it, baby. Now I'm just gonna finish this drive. I think I have like 2.5 hours left, and then I should be there. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, guess what? I made it to New York. That flight was awesome. I have yet another surprise for you, which is...
Hi!
It's Kenzie! We have made it to the beautiful city of New York City. And this is our first night here. We're staying in Tribeca. The hotel's awesome. We're going to be headed out to eat some delicious foods in just a few.
Hello.
This is our first venture out in New York City.
Yes.
We are staying in Tribeca, as I mentioned earlier, and we're headed to dinner. We have no set dinner plans or reservations anywhere, but we're really excited about just walking through Little Italy and then just stumbling upon a restaurant that is calling to us.
Yes, whatever the universe throws in front of us.
So stay tuned because you are about to go on a food adventure with none other than Phil and Kenzie. Hey.
Yes!
So we're seated at this restaurant right now called Gennaro. We're doing what we do every time we sit down to eat, which is decide what we'd like to order. And let me tell you, it seems a lot easier than it actually is. What are you eyeing right now?
Everything. I don't know what to choose and it's really stressing me out. Like, do I want spaghetti carbonara? Or do I want handmade pumpkin ravioli or handmade gnocchi?
Hard
I feel like
decisions.
if I wanted to be seasonal, I'd get the pumpkin, right? Yeah. Right, guys?
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you. It's meaty. It's in a ball shape. It's a pretty good meatball. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Kenzie, you're so happy.
I'm so excited. Wonderful, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
We have a pumpkin ravioli. Apparently this is handmade. And then we have a lobster.
This is the lobster ravioli, and that's the pumpkin ravioli.
No,
Just
man.
FYI. Yeah, the lobster came in the vodka sauce.
Can I start over? I just saw orange and I was like, I mean, obviously that's a pumpkin. Okay. I just rewound it. Okay, you guys, let me clue you in. Let's get you up to speed here. So, this is a lobster ravioli in a vodka sauce. And this right here is a pumpkin ravioli with butter and sage.
You nailed it.
Nailed it. All right. That's a thick piece of lobster on the inside. You see the lobster? Do you know that song? Rock Lobster. That's what I'm thinking about. It's pumpkin-y. It's sweet and buttery and savory and just everything all in one. I feel like I'm eating a fancy fall dinner. It just tastes like fall. In terms of like how we're doing, Phil has already tapped out. So I have to finish everything myself, which I'm gladly taking on, so. I can do it.
Done with restaurant number 1. We are on to the next.
Wait, where are we going?
Well, so dinner last night was awesome,
Yeah, it was
and
really
we're actually on food adventure number 2. We're gonna take you guys for an awesome introspective look as to how a New Yorker has breakfast. So first up, New York City Deli coffee.
Our favorite.
And let's see what else we can find. Maybe a bagel and some shamir. Yeah, here?
Oh my gosh.
We're off. Next stop, coffee and bagels. Guys, we did it. Mission accomplished. We got our BLT on an everything bagel with mayo, and we've got our Deli coffee. Bing, bing, bing. So I'm gonna take a bite of this and let you know how good it is, how it fares, you know? It's so good though. I can't explain to you. It's like, no matter how low quality this might be, it still brings me back to like going to high school and elementary school in New York and stopping by to these delis after school or before school with my little buddies, getting a nice little meal before heading in or heading out of classes. Oh, brings me back.
And it's cheap. You can't beat these prices.
Yeah, what was this? Like, I think 2 of these, the sandwiches and the coffees cost us a total of like $8. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
We'll tag all the places that we go and visit in the description below so you guys can come and check them out on your own adventures. Now I'm gonna continue to eat this delicious BLT. I really like this little playground we're at. By the way, we're hanging out in the Lower East Side right now. The Lower East Side is home to amazing New York nightlife. If you're into like bars and partying and late night food, this is the spot to come to. I used to love it when I was in my 20s. Now in my 30s, I prefer more like the West Side vibes because it's a little bit more toned down. But I can find myself on the East Side every now and then. We just finished these bagel sandwiches and coffees, and next on our list is mooncakes.
Mooncakes!
We actually arrived to New York during the Harvest Moon Festival.
Mid-Autumn Festival.
Mid-Autumn Festival, I apologize. And all of Chinatown is just littered with an awesome variety of mooncakes.
Yeah.
Are we getting the ones with the yolk in them? Or?
Those are my favorite. I like to get a variety, but my favorite ones are the red bean with the yolk inside and then the lotus with the yolk, so.
Gotcha, okay.
Those are both my
I personally enjoy the ones with the yolk inside them.
Yeah.
I don't know what other filling is in there really, but hey, I'm up for it. Let's go grab some mooncakes.
Let's go.
Next stop, Chinatown.
Those are some good ones.
You got something? Oh, it's a little fishy. Some bait fish. You got some little bait fish.
Before heading to Chinatown, we walked along the Lower East Side waterfront and decided to take a quick detour to see the Oculus at the World Trade Center, an iconic piece of modern architecture that doubles as a vital transit hub. The Oculus is sleek, unique, and stands out in the city skyline. Then we set out to grab lunch and mooncakes in Chinatown.
This is the mooncake spot. Look at all the mooncakes. There's so many.
All right, let's
get
go.
a few.
All right, so I'm a mooncake amateur, y'all, and Kenzie seems to be the expert, so she's going to be handling all the ordering and stuff.
Yes.
And we're about to pick up a whole assortment of them, so I'm really hyped about this. Never before seen on Go Go Go.
I see they have boxes of potentially the mooncakes. Yes, please.
I'm at my favorite noodle shop in New York, Xi'an Famous Foods. They are a chain and they have locations all throughout the city. But we're at the Chinatown location today, and boy am I excited to try some of this spicy cumin lamb noodle. Ooh, the way it just touches my insides. It's an immense amount of heartburn that I feel for it. It's so good. I can't wait. Stay tuned. We're about to have some Xi'an Famous Foods spicy cumin lamb noodle.
We just ordered Phil's favorite. I've never had it before. This is my first time. But it's a like spicy lamb noodle. So it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Wow. It looks so good.
How good does that
Are
look?
you kidding me?
Let's smell it.
I watched them hand pull our noodles and then throw them in this boiling water. Like I watched them make this entire thing from scratch in like less than 5 minutes, which is crazy.
Thank you, Bebe. All right, here goes nothing. It's the flavors.
Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's the perfect amount of spicy. It's so savory and like the noodle is soft but kind of chewy. We are about to indulge in one of the mooncakes that we just got at the bakery. They unfortunately didn't have a lot of the flavors that I normally get, so I only got one mooncake. This is one of my favorite flavors. It's a lotus seed paste, and then it has a yolk in the center. So this mooncake is a little different than the ones that I normally eat. This one is definitely a lot softer. It kind of reminds me of mochi. It's like a rice casing, and you can see the yolk is right there, but it's so delicious. It's just sweet enough, but it's probably like 500 calories, so I'm only gonna eat maybe another bite, and then I'm done.
Next, we head to Jackson Heights, Queens. Close to where Phil grew up, this neighborhood is our go-to for a gastronomic world tour. Today, we're craving the best of Bengali comfort food, and our first stop is our favorite food cart in the city, the Fuchka cart.
Today, Mackenzie and I will be eating our favorite crunchy balls.
Crunchy balls!
We're gonna be having some Fuchkas from the Fuchka cart in Jackson Heights, Queens. For those of you that don't know about Jackson Heights, you can go watch our previous episodes, but I will give you a quick rundown here. It is an epicenter for a variety of different Asian cultures, and Jackson Heights is essentially the crossroads in which all these cultures converge. So we have Bangladeshis, Indians, Pakistanis, Thais, Nepali, Burmese, and everyone just like intersects here in Jackson Heights. It is a wonderland for foodies. If you're into exotic foods, Jackson Heights is the place to come. The food here is just magical. I hope you guys enjoy what's to come.
Crunchy balls.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. I've been dreaming of this moment for a long time. I'm just gonna go for it. We put this tamarind sauce in the ball. Oh my gosh. And you gotta put the whole thing in your mouth. Crunchy balls are so good. This is like my other favorite food. So, halim and crunchy balls. Fuchkas.
Those fuchkas were amazing. Now we've moved on for the second part of our meal. My favorite restaurant in Jackson Heights is Haat Bazaar, and essentially Haat Bazaar is a great place to buy traditional Bangladeshi foods such as biryani, halim, shish kebabs, etc.
One of our favorite places to go in Jackson Heights is called Haat Bazaar. It's Bangladeshi food. We got a couple of our favorite items here. So we have halim. This is my favorite. It's kind of like lentil-y, it's soupy, it's got a little kick, and you put these amazing crunchy fried onions on top that just absolutely makes the dish. We also have a shish kebab here. This log type structure. And we have some samosas. I was just telling Phil that this is one of my favorite foods ever. When I eat it, it's like a warm hug. I feel like it just warms your insides. And it's the perfect mix of everything. You've got crunchy and creamy, and you've got like meaty, you've got spices and citrus from the lime. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Thank you. Guys, you are not gonna believe this, but we found more mooncakes! I'm super excited. So I actually can't remember which one is which, but they're two different mooncakes. One of them has lotus seed paste on the inside and an egg yolk, and I believe that the red bean cake does not have egg yolk. I think this one has the yolk. I think it has the yolk. I think I see it! Wow! It's right there. I don't know if you can tell the difference. There's like a little dark circle here. This one is pretty uniform on the top, so I'm guessing this is a red bean cake. We're gonna slice into them, and I'm gonna show you what these are all about. Okay, you ready? Come on in. Come closer, closer. It's actually a pretty clean break. The thing about mooncakes, they're actually super dense. They're very sugary, and one mooncake is like 500 calories. I'm not kidding. Typically, you would have mooncake with some like green tea to kind of help cut the sweetness and balance it out with each bite. But we don't have green tea today, so I'm just gonna go for it. I love red bean flavored everything. Mid-Autumn Festival. Thank you.
I am not the biggest fan of red bean paste, but I like to try everything, and I like to give everything a shot. So here goes nothing. Let's try it.
What are your thoughts, babe?
Dude, I would totally take this on like a camping trip or something. It's very rich and chewy. It's not too sugary.
No.
It's got sugar, a lot of sugar in it, but it's not too sugary. So now we're gonna try our second mooncake with the egg yolk.
Ooh, this is gonna be good. You're gonna see the whole yolk here. Oh no. Wow, well, there you go. I know this probably doesn't look very appetizing, but it is. It's really good. So this yolk here, I honestly don't know if it's like a duck egg yolk or like a chicken egg yolk. I'm not sure, but they put it through some process that makes it really like dense and hard and salty. I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe one of you guys do know and you could tell us in the comments below. I love mooncakes.
At first, I was definitely thrown off by the appearance of this mooncake, as I am not accustomed to seeing a giant egg yolk in the middle of my desserts. However, I must say I was pleasantly surprised, and these mooncakes are an absolute delight. This mooncake reminds me of KFC. It's got like a...
KFC?
It kind of tastes like fried chicken meets like a biscuit. It's really good. It's delicious. That does it for the Mooncake Mid-Autumn Festival.
Mid-Autumn Festival.
And we are moving on to the next food adventure. Stay tuned. We are in Chinatown today, about to have dim sum outdoors. Hey, what's up?
We kicked off our final day in New York City back in Chinatown, indulging in mouth-watering dim sum. But wait, there's more. A pit stop at an Italian bakery for those iconic rainbow cookies, and just when our food odometer seemed maxed out, we found ourselves at Katz's Deli. If you didn't know, Katz's is a New York legend, serving up its famous pastrami sandwiches since 1888. And thankfully for foodies like us, it's open late into the night. This was a perfect end to our New York City culinary blitz. Don't forget to tune in next week as we start our road trip from New York City to Los Angeles.